Tracy McGrady in the low post, working his magic, getting to the hoop. Not only can he post, but he can go outside as well. In an ISO situation, the stop, the pop, draw the bump, get the bucket, and the foul. Now one more time in the low post. Very similar to Scottie Pippen with the quick spin to the baseline.
Iverson by Armstrong. Outlaw pinned it up against the glass. 3-on-1. Maxwell is low. Wow. And McGrady does his thing.
Man,
I'm telling you, he
young man has some ups.
I think McGrady could have dunked that over the backboard.
He was up.
Good spot. The key for Maxwell. McGrady, the leading shot blocker. And this is Armstrong.
Defense sparking an offensive opportunity for Orlando as they cut the lead to 4 here at the end of 1. One more look at the block. Great reaction to where the ball was, kicking it up. Armstrong picks it up, gets the lay-in with about a second left, and that cut the lead to 4. At 39%, McGrady with the block at the end of the quarter, realizing that the shot clock was running down, kicks it long. Armstrong picks it up, gets the layup. As I said, the Sixers at 39%, but the 76ers defense staying strong. Orlando shooting just 32%. Brings Nazi Muhammad in off the bench.
With under 2 minutes now to go in the second. McGrady again from the outside. This time he threads the deuce.
And Orlando just continuing to take the outside shot. 76ers haven't fully taken advantage of that yet.
McGrady, his third block of the game, snuffing Todd McCullough. And here come the Magic. They can go in front with a 3.
On the year, though, just 26% as Grant Hill takes it to the hoop. And that gets the crowd excited. They have 10-5. Not much offense here in the third.
This is our first tie since we were locked at 10. McGrady is going to put him in front.
Playing the passing lane. And that ignites the crowd even more.
Gets it from Allen Iverson. Gotta be a timeout. As McGrady and Hill strike together.
76ers struggling now from the floor, which causes rebounds and opportunities. The longer shot, the longer rebound. Grant Hill coming down with the board, pushing it, looking over his right shoulder, finding McGrady running the floor. And then the possession before that, McGrady playing the passing lane, rising high and throwing it down just like that.
Here come the Sixers leading by 2. And Hill tit for tat. Gets it back from McGrady. How about Grant?
Proved a defensive team, but Orlando's laid 30 points on them in the opening quarter. They may not be done. Bold move by McGrady. What a shot all the way to the goal on the rip, and he's fouled as Adelman's defense has allowed 32, going on 33 points in this quarter.
Well, they left Page down the low post with McGrady by himself. Nobody came to double, and then from that move right there, it looks evident that he's going to have problems if they continue to post up McGrady. And
again, over 17,000 are here for a little happy hour, a 5 o'clock local start for their Kings.
But they end up turning it over anyway.
Turnovers pretty even. Steve Smith playing well tonight. Had that one knocked loose.
You'll see right here, Tracy McGrady gets the block. And then Darrell just kind of holds his own. Offensive rebounds in this period, so it's 10-1 here.
Magic have had a chance to go into the lead in this quarter, but wasted the opportunity. McGrady to Outlaw.
Both came from nowhere. Yeah. Good luck from McGrady.
McGrady McGrady turns it over. Polonese ahead to Stockton. Rifles it ahead to Malone with McGrady there. That's a clean play, and it's off of Malone.
A great defensive play by Tracy McGrady. Doc Rivers wants a 20-second timeout.
20-second timeout. Magic.
Coming quickly tonight.
Timeout, Orlando.
And right there, you saw the ball Utah in the third quarter. Goliak beats McGrady. McGrady spins in there against Stark. Turnaround for a beauty.
Oh, that's nice there. Boy, sweet.
18 for. Trying to get the ball to McGrady again. Starks has in front of him. McGrady off of an outlaw screen, catches and fires. Tracy McGrady. What a third quarter for T-Mac. 8 already in the angered here in the third period. Stockton goes for the steal, does not get it. Outlaw rifles it cross court. Good save by McGrady.
With his left hand.
On the drive. Dunks and Polonese never had a chance.
I don't know if you're able to see what he did with the basketball before he went to the basket. That left hand between the legs and then go with it. Kept it all in the same hand.
We will get another look.
He's getting them about everywhere right now. The Magic making sure he touches the basketball. Shoots that one over Odin Polonese. There's that little move. He goes between his legs and throws it down along the baseline.
And he is hot. Gatorade who's hot. 10 in the quarter, 26 in the game.
Here's Kendall Gill. Blows by McGrady. There you go. Missed the shot. The run out to Darrell Armstrong. And he missed the shot, but McGrady's there to flush it home.
How about that rearrangement? Everybody dragged to the rim by the run out, and impressive hands on that one. Huh? How about this follow? A flip.
The Nets on their way to a 7th straight loss. Samaki. Wild shot. Not even close. Here's McGrady. Open court with Martin. And it goes in. He floated it in the open court. Tracy McGrady, sensational. 40 points. Grant Hill. Here's how he did it. Wasn't easy, but McGrady made it look easy. 21-year-old Tracy McGrady. Superstar Tracy McGrady has a career-high 40 points. Variety is the spice of life.
Well, he does have some mix, and the only thing that annoys me, I think the Nets aren't competing against him as much as they should. Even the layup at the end, why let him get the 40? You know, go up and knock that down. And that's what they have to do. They got to play him again. They got to get ready. I mean, they're enjoying, they're smiling, and that's not what it's all about.
Looks at the basket again. Good opportunities. Nice.
That's a good look.
Very nice.
Thanks to Tracy McGrady.
Good job taking the ball to all lineup.
Oh! McGrady hanging around the rim. Follows it through.
He's back in this game.
McGrady exploding along the baseline around Smith. Pippen was there too late.
But, it's not been good.
3-on-1. This ought to be 2, and it is. And no foul on Pippen.
What? I just thought McGrady got hit by Scottie Pippen again. I mean, he's just not going to get a call. Let's see here. Scottie did get him on the arm. Maybe he didn't. McGrady argued. And there's Scottie. Got him right across the arm.
Robił furorę w NBA w klubie z Cleveland. A teraz świetnie dostosował się do sposobu gry. Ach, nieprawdopodobna wreszcie odpowiedź Tracy'ego McGrady.
O, takie włożenie piłki ponad Dave'em Robinsonem. To robi wrażenie.
How about that rearrangement?
Great defense. Garrett, he found McGrady. Bang! Pretty good decision by Pat McGrady. Brought it down and threw it down. Take that one.
It's definitely a big game. This is the talk of the town, especially my hometown. You know, everybody's calling one tickets. You know, you're going up against Vince. Man, I want to be there. It's going to be exciting. You know, I'm excited. I can't wait. to jump off.
You just have to hope he has a bad night. More than anything, I watch him play every night, you know, and he's shooting the ball extremely well. He has a lot of confidence, so, and then you already know he can get to the basket, so you have to just pick your spots with him and just hope his shooting night is not his best night, and that's that. So I don't know.
Family reunion this coming summer when you go one-on-one against each other.
And we'll match up with Mike Miller. Mo Peterson on McGrady. McGrady goes right to the rim. Here's Carter matched up with T-Mac. And the Magic clear out the right side. The crowd roaring as McGrady knocks down the faraway jumper.
Way to start. Gives him a little forearm to the chest as they're running back down the floor. Nice elevation on wants the basketball, and he wants a shot quickly.
Again, the Magic clear things out. Let T-Mac go to work. Tough shot in the paint. Carter against McGrady. Detroit takes it away. McGrady behind his back. Lobs it for Miller.
Yeah.
You're right now.
I think you're right.
Came back with a solid game against San Antonio. Carter.
To rebound the ball.
McGrady. Threw it away. 3-on-2. Jackson lobs it. Carter hammers it. Against going in the open floor. Carter often gets loose. Vince's first bucket of the night. Show if you let him. The Magic off the turnover. Allow Carter to get out in transition. Carter 2 points so far tonight against McGrady. Gallup, double clutch.
Oh, so nice.
Carter is matched up with McGrady at this end. T-Mac double team, finds Reed.
One official called looking the other way. There's that step through on the defense, and boy, just put it up there, brought it.
Lining it up. Carter waves Murray off.
T-Mac is really out there defending at the three-point line because Vince has taken one.
Well, that's a great job by McGrady.
Watch how low and how centered Tracy McGrady is in this matchup. He just stays right there, respecting Vince Carter's ability to get to the basket, and then watch how he stays with him. Vince could have been called with an offensive. Get a hand up. He'll shoot that one.
Antonio Davis just slapped Outlaw in the face without a call. And they go into Carter against McGrady. Carter on the drive, cuts the lead to one again. Trying to get through that screen. You saw Bo tied at 107. Vince Carter challenged, missed the shot.
Then a quick shot.
McGrady. Big twerk.
Oh, great hands in traffic.
Again, Peter Water out center. They look for Carter. Court. He goes baseline. Gives to Davis. 1 point game with 24 seconds left.
Watching laugh-in reruns again. Dean Garrett, the
Paul
miss.
Schaefer.
Armstrong for McGrady. The world's most dangerous 21-year-old. And they've got this guy at age 21. Tracy McGrady's got 5 in the quarter. Magic with their largest lead. Chris Carter's coming back, huh?
Is it a little drama for you?
We're going to be holding a press conference tomorrow to announce that we'll be back broadcasting Bulls games next week. McGrady leaning in and the foul. And did they call it on Wally? They did.
How easy is T-Mac playing right now? I mean, he is just so comfortable out there, playing in his comfort zone, the pump fake, hop step, and splash. He's just sick.
Switches hands, no chance. Rebound to Miller.
I didn't say McGrady was playing well. I said he was playing easy.
He is playing easy, which maybe is not such a good thing. Here comes Mr. Playing Easy. Bang, right over Anthony Peeler. 20 now for McGrady.
And what he's been doing. The players have never been more talented as they are right now, but the way they manage their careers and business is a little bit different.
McGrady, who has missed a ton of shots tonight, hits a fadeaway 3 over Kevin Garnett. Central Division, and of course the world champions, One big happy family. Kobe, Shaq, Phil Jackson, the Lakers are here on Wednesday. McGrady. And one. Boy, he has shown it in flashes tonight.
T-Mac breaking down Kevin. Alfonso stepping up. Tough blocking call.
Hi, all the Magic fans. It's T-Mac. Just want to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day.
You see how the Clippers got back.
Well, they love this game. Ball loose. Miller picks it up, shovels it ahead to T-Mac. Oh, man. What a dunk by McGrady and a great feed by Miller.
Here, and let's see. He got kicked in the midsection by Darrell Armstrong. Just a high foot.
Again. Just thrown up for grabs by Fiankowski. McGrady makes the fair catch on it. T-Mac blocked by the elbow of Miles. For the Clippers, he is quite an athlete.
Yeah, there he comes from the weak side. Boy, and he had all of that one, didn't he?
That was not real difficult for him, though.
Well, Tracy McGrady.
13 for Armstrong. Corey McGrady. Blocked by McGrady. So that they could bring in Tracy McGrady. Had to let a talent like Corey McGrady go during the summer. And there you see him. Double team on Armstrong on the pick and roll. That leaves McGrady open to the rim and beyond.
Yes. Mac.
His first penalty situation.
There's Tracy McGrady. Takes that one right on home. Darius Miles got up off the floor complaining about something.
Yeah. See, he's coming into the lane with such speed that if you're a defender coming toward him, you're going to fly by. He can just stay there and take that shot like he did.
That's a forced shot. Then he's undaunted with their bound and the stuff. Yeah, sometimes it depends on the traffic.
Allen Houston goes up for the rebound. He moves under 5 minutes to go in the first half.
He loses it.
Houston got a little sloppy, and Armstrong makes him pay. Oh, and he goes way up with Chris Childs. Yet.
Watch Houston trying to spin and win. McGrady there to pick his pocket. Armstrong is 6'1", cuffing it, but a dunk. Childs trying to block it to no avail.
Fouls. Well, barely 2 minutes into the third quarter. McGrady gets free. Sprewell jumps back to recover. Somebody's open, and it's Andrew DeClerc.
The Knicks swarming, and they're baffled and befuddled on the defense now.
3 for 3 are the Orlando Magic. Bo Outlaw rejects Marcus Camby twice. When you double, someone is open. Magic by 9. 83-79 when they got it to 4. Those were huge, but they didn't get a good look or a good shot. Once again, they made it 4. Now it's 6. Here's McGrady. Off 3.
McGrady, infallible, indomitable, incredible tonight.
He's supposed to still be in college, and he's dominating this game.
Boston game, he's made 8 straight baskets.
Time is on his side. I like it. Hornets run and jump hard at Armstrong. McGrady loose on the baseline, and he dunks.
On the baseline and over the rim.
Yeah. That stops a 6-0 run. Here's Armstrong. A water bug. Back to the top. DeClerc at the foul line. Down the lane. Drops. Nice ball movement. Miller for 3. And McGrady cleans the mess up. 14-11.
So what has to happen now if you're...
Armstrong now has it ahead for Hudson. 30 seconds left to go on the half.
Orlando's offense has just been out of balance and stagnant all year.
Hudson.
Except right there. Except for right there.
Yeah. McGrady made up for that miss.
Whoa.
What a play by Tracy McGrady.
He is the star for the Magic, and we saw glimpses of that. You'll see this baseline move and a serious finish by Tracy McGrady.
Well, I sure wish Bo would take that shot more often. I mean, he's a great passer, and he looks to throw out, but Well, I just don't know how many people can be able to block his shot when he goes up and dunks it on a dunk attempt down there.
For the Magic early in the third quarter. Artest working in the post. McGrady had him measured.
Yeah, I think that's what McGrady needs against Artest, because Artest got it going in the first period and scored the first 7 points maybe of the game for Chicago, and he still is at 7. So they've upped the deal. The Bulls just want to keep this thing close. They just want to give themselves a chance.
One on the shot clock. Amici almost made it. McGrady with the foul.
About as much energy I've seen.
Taco Bell slam dunk replay. How about this one? McGrady over Brad Miller. Just not enough of that tonight.
McGrady, Grant Hill, no shot.
McGrady slams it back with the left hand.
Young man's got game.
Just a bit. The younger version of Scottie Pippen. He's got 6'13". Tracy McGrady trying somehow to match the wonderful Al. They search for McGrady. That's for 2, and he got it. Tracy McGrady with 42. It's Don Reed.
Well, you pay McGrady big money so he can come down in close ball games to make jump shots.
Timeout if they need it. It's McGrady with a Sixer lead at 1. Working over Jones all the way. He got it. With 2.7 to go, Tracy McGrady has not only put the Magic in front, but he's tied his career high of 44.
A lot of time left, though. 2.7 seconds. McGrady just ISO'd at the top, just blew by Jones, the defender. He's going to take it all the way to the hoop there, getting a high kiss off the glass. Very difficult stop for Jermaine. .7 left. Once again, somehow you got to go double him, force him to give it up. But Eric Snow was over on that side. It was tough to leave his guy. Now, as I said, 2.7 left. Get it down, let him try to work his magic. He's the only one that's going to be able to get that quick shot off as McGrady ties his career.
It's McGrady with a Sixer lead at 1. Working over Jones all the way. He got it. With 2.7 to go, Tracy McGrady has not only put the Magic in front, but he's tied his career high of 44.
Joined by a family bond. Then a rift as McGrady chose free agency in Orlando, leaving Vince's shadow to reign in the Magic Kingdom. Their first meeting as adversaries was a blockbuster battle, a grueling double overtime tale, resulting in victory for T-Mac. Tonight, the sequel is set in Toronto as the prodigal son revisits the town where his NBA career began. Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, and a cast of NBA stars in the return of T-Mac coming to your TV next.
Toronto is that Vince does not put it on the line defensively as much as Tracy McGrady. I think most people here will even admit to that.
Vince Carter's second field goal is a 3. His second field goal attempt of the game. McGrady over Carter. That's long. The Clark rebounds to T-Mac, challenged by Oakley. T-Mac on the scoreboard now for the first time tonight.
Andrew DeClerc with the big offensive rebound gives the Magic another. It's going to be Rookie of the Year. I said Patterson, that should be Peterson, of course.
Oakley wants to shoot the ball, doesn't he? Finds Carter. Defended by McGrady. Boy, Vince looks very strong early. Extremely confident
by Bo Outlaw to start that fast break.
Andrew DeClerc has 6 points, 3 rebounds in the game. And only 1 foul. Alvin Williams for 2.
Well, they're shooting the basketball well.
Armstrong running it back right down the middle of the floor. Carter challenges the jumper and leaks out at the other end. Peterson lays it in.
Well, I just think for Tracy McGrady, he just needs to make sure he's patient with his shot attempts. They're trying to get the switch.
McGrady, the runner, cuts the lead to 4. Raptors lead by 4. Here's the matchup. The drive and a foul on Carter.
And they're going to score it. They are going to score it as Antonio Davis jumped up there. Now, see, this is the kind of play I'm talking about, David, right here with Tracy McGrady. You know Vince Carter cannot defend him. There is no way Vince is going to be able to defend him, and there is the knockaway. So T-Mac has to continue to do this, David. Don't let the crowd talk him into shooting jump shots.
7 for McGrady.
But Vince just simply cannot defend out on the floor well enough to take it all away from Tracy.
Carter, a handful at the other end also. And a foul on DeClerc. Counted for Carter.
And you might just say the same thing on the other end. Stopping Vince from getting to the basket is huge. It is a chore that I don't know if anybody wants to accept. But Andrew DeClerc was there, just did not shift his body well enough. And Vince gets a chance for the three-point play.
So now Carter has 8 points.
Armstrong getting it up the floor. Child's a pretty good defensive player when he wants to be.
Oh, the entry pass not good. Carter, that's for 3. Raptors cashing in after the Orlando turnover. The entire Magic coaching staff
just can't give up 3.
Talking. Clark.
Armstrong getting it up the floor. Child's a pretty good defensive player when he wants to be.
Oh, the entry pass not good. Carter, that's for 3. Raptors cashing in after the Orlando turnover. The entire Magic coaching staff
just can't give up 3.
Talking. Clark. Magic lead is cut to 4. Well, what a battle it's been tonight. It's in the
don't need to foul. Just don't foul. Let him score. Hoping the Magic would be on the upside of the scoreboard here early. Oh, Matt Harper took a shot right to the face, I guess.
He is down, elbow in the head.
You were not going to be able to see it. You'll just.
DeClerc is over there, so it probably was an inadvertent elbow. John playing well lately for Orlando here late in the season. Here's just what you talked about. Murray couldn't wait to pull the trigger.
I knew it. I knew he just couldn't wait to get a shot up at the basket. Well, and Tracy continues to shoot it.
Not much defense at the other end by Murray either. 8 points for McGrady.
4.5 gone by in this first quarter. 3 seconds. McGrady off the head fake. McGrady puts it down with a tomahawk. Doesn't take him too many dribbles to get to the rim, does it? McGrady, he's deceiving because when he decides to take off and put the ball on the floor, he covers so much ground, and then with his size and elevation, he just goes up over the top, anticipating that Mutombo and Hill are going to come after him. He makes sure that he finishes it off.
Galloping through the lane, McGrady driving past Jones.
I'll take that one anytime. Well, he made up his mind right now. I'm going to the hole, and I'm going hard.
Well, 16 points on 5 for 8 shooting, and first he ball fakes, takes it to the middle, takes on the 2 big men, finishes with the dunk. Then using the big man, the 5-man to set the screen to get Mutombo to step out, he hits the jump shot, and then a couple foot fakes, step back, elevate, hit the jumper from the top of the circle for Tracy McGrady.
Making his first NBA All-Star appearance at 6'8", guard forward from the Orlando Magic, Tracy
odd to see you standing here on crutches. It must be disappointing. Talk about how tough it is to watch, Grant.
I mean, it's been tough. It's been a tough year, but actually being here is kind of therapeutic, hanging out with the guys, and this incentivized me to get healthy and get back out here next year.
It seems like you got into the entire part of this thing. You were back in the training room hanging out with the guys. You've been in the locker room talking with them. What can you share, even though you're not able to play?
Well, these guys, these guys are great guys, and the guys just have fun. They're coming out here tonight, put on a show, and these guys, the West guys beat us last year, so we're going to go out there and try to win, and hopefully we'll do well.
All right, and good luck in your recovery, Grant.
All right,
Marv?
All right, thanks, Lewis. Grant Hill grew up in nearby Reston, Virginia, and had been looking forward to playing in an all-star game at his hometown, but that season-ending ankle surgery has put him on the sidelines. The officials, Dan Crawford working his second all-star game, Ed F. Rush, Don Vaden working in their first. Doug, the East overall has the edge 31-18 last season in Oakland. West beat the East 137-126. The East had won the previous 3 games.
Marv, the thing I love so much about this is about a week before the All-Star game, you'll always hear guys posturing about, I'm tired. I could use the rest. I really don't want to go there. And then you see these guys get here and the smile on their face. They get in that locker room and the adrenaline rush of coming out and performing against the best players in the NBA. It's a high you can't even explain, and it's fun to see these guys. This is going to be fun for them.
And here's Kobe Bryant. Kobe bothered by the right shoulder, the right hip injuries. Remained an extra day in Los Angeles to receive treatment. Bryant rejected by McGrady.
I really believe that when Tracy McGrady gets Grant Hill back, you're going to see his level of defense go up and up and up. Right now, he has to do so much for this team offensively that sometimes on the defensive end, Marv, you see him slide a little bit. Not today. You'll see him play tough defense.
Garnett, and that is the first field goal of the night. Allen Iverson having an outstanding season, one of the leading contenders for most valuable player honors. Tracy McGrady of the Orlando Magic. A look for the back door. He thought Antonio Davis would be cutting, but he was not. Antonio Davis of the Raptors, a late addition, replacing the injured Theo Ratliff of the Sixers. The East starting center is out with that stress fracture. Chris Webber. And here comes Iverson in the open floor. Iverson, nice feed. Oh, it's rejected. He tried to set up McGrady, but Duncan stripped him.
Well, when he brought that ball back, Duncan was waiting as he exposed it. This is exactly what the East wants to do, run. But remember, we talked in our open, these big men can run as well. Duncan gets back and gets the great block.
Iverson to the crossover. Iverson to the fadeaway. And Anthony Mason able to keep it alive. McGrady, he thought he had Mason. Miscommunication. But we are actually seeing some defensive play here in the early going.
Absolutely. Your pride comes out. All the East has heard is how big these guys are from the West. They're saying, we're going to lock into these guys, not let them put it on the floor.
Duncan off the backdoor setup from Bryant.
Well, it's really good to see him healthy once again, Marv. He is starting now to really put San Antonio in a position where people are talking about possibly getting back to that NBA championship level again.
Kidd lays it up for Bryant. And Kobe not able to put it down. Bryant went behind the back, and Webber was hit. Fouled on the reach-in. Foul committed by Carter. Doug, you took part in 4 All-Star games. One memorable one. It's a late 70s where you gave way to John Havlicek. You were voted the starter, and Hondo was at the end of his career.
It was actually
gracious of you.
Well, actually, you're talking about Philly-Boston rivalry there, too, in the days when that was a very, very heated rivalry. And Mark, John was always one of my favorite players, and to have the opportunity to do that, and I'll never forget it, because anytime I went back to Boston forever, it was like I was a Celtic almost, and that's hard when you're wearing that Sixer jersey. But a great thrill for me, and John, all-time great player.
It is a 5-0 lead for the West. Anthony Mason, who's been the MVP of the Miami Heat. Allen Iverson. Crowd rooting so hard for Iverson to get going. Kidd. Oh! Well, the West in front by the count of 9-0. Here's Iverson. Well, he thought he had McGrady breaking for the basket. Duncan got the step, able to beat Davis.
Boy, have we seen his confidence grow, Marvin, the last 3 weeks.
And Garnett back to break it up. Yes, Tim Duncan started slowly, recovering from that knee surgery, but has come on strong. The Spurs have won 8 of the last 9. And more good news, they're expecting Sean Elliott and Avery Johnson back in short time.
Tim Duncan on the great handle, slices between 2 defenders, kisses the ball off with his left hand. The West off to a great start, 11-0.
Oh, Kidd saw that coming. McGrady is back. And Kidd puts it off the glass for Bryant.
There's another example right there. McGrady read that all the way.
Mason has a 3-on-2. Mason. And Weber controls. One-time Washington Bullet, Chris Weber, puts it up for Kevin Garnett.
Simple play, get the ball to Chris Weber in the middle, let him throw a little alley-oop to Kevin Garnett. These guys are so good.
West with a commanding 15-2 lead with 6:45 remaining in the first. Mason. Iverson with the open shot. And put home by Carter. Now, Vince Carter in recent weeks bothered by what is called jumper's knee, but that troubled left knee coming around, illustrated by his high-flying 31-point performance against Denver the other night. Weber with the look away, broken up, and the West will maintain possession. Chris Weber in his second All-Star appearance with Sacramento, also an All-Star with Washington. West by 12. And Larry Brown, the East coach, about to send out some substitutions. Kobe Bryant with a dribbling exhibition that was broken up by Tracy McGrady. Coaching in his 5th All-Star game. Coached in the ABA All-Star game 3 times. NBA All-Star game once back in 1977. He was head coach of the Denver Nuggets. Larry was actually, the alley-oop did not kick. Larry was actually most valuable player of the 1968 ABA All-Star game. Latrell Sprewell starting the second half in the backcourt with Allen Iverson. Here's Tracy McGrady. Nice play by Kobe Bryant to poke it aside. Bad pass, McGrady on the intercept. Kidd able to break it up. And another rebound for Mutombo. That's number 10.
And once again, changed the shot around the basket.
Here comes Kidd. Oh, Weber from Garnett.
A little sleight of hand there.
67-54. The West up by 13. Bryant looking for the steal. It's called for the tripping foul. Kobe Bryant playing despite the injured right shoulder, right hip. Kobe leading the NBA, averaging just under 30 points per game. Here's the double on Bryant. Mutombo altered that shot. Here comes Iverson. Kidd is back. Iverson. Rebound McGrady. And the game is tied at 100. Bryant.
Oh, that is unbelievable. Mutombo ran out at him. 3 unbelievable shots in a row here by Kobe Bryant.
A stirring finish to this 50th NBA All-Star game. The West by 2. Marbury for 3 again. Stephon Marbury has given the East a 1-point lead. 25 seconds to go. In the fourth quarter, Kobe Bryant has scored the last 6 points for the West. Here's the double on Kobe.
They have a foul to give. The East does. If they let this wind down, they can take a foul.
3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. There's the foul given by Marbury. All right, here's Kidd. The East up by 1. Down to 5. Marbury guarding Bryant. Down to 3. Marbury trying to get to Bryant. Duncan came up short.
and it's over. The East comes from 21 down to defeat the West. They outscore the West 41-21 in the fourth quarter.
Mark, that's one of the best All-Star games I've ever seen. Just the big plays, getting back in the game. And you know what? Mutombo, probably not going to get the MVP, but he gave his team a chance to win, and for Marbury and Iverson to shine at the end of that game and give them a chance to win this basketball game. Look who changed the shot, Mutombo, and then here's Vince Carter on the rotation coming over, getting a piece of Duncan's shot. And the East is very, very excited. Down 21, they come back and get the win.
There's the last opportunity by Duncan. Weber had a crack at it, not able to hit on the reverse. Dikembe Mutombo finished in his 28 minutes with 22 rebounds, 3 blocked shots.
Mark, don't tell me these guys don't care about winning. When that game was on the line, you saw exactly the competitive instincts come out.
Darrell Armstrong presenting Tracy McGrady with the Most Improved Player Award from the NBA. Last year, McGrady had 15.5 points, 6.3 rebounds. This year, 27 points, 7.5 rebounds, was 17th in the league. He was an all-star, and he has carried this team.
Cassell, Allen, and Robinson. These 3 players each had career highs in individual games this season. Robinson scoring 45, Allen 43, and Cassell 40 points. When this Milwaukee team is shooting the basketball well, they can be an offensive juggernaut. Just ask the top 4 teams in the Western Conference who the Bucks own an 8-0 record against. For the Orlando Magic is T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. While Milwaukee has its big 3, Orlando has its big 1. McGrady is 7th in the league in scoring this year. He has scored 40-plus points 5 times, over 30 points 26 times this season. He has the most shot attempts, free throw attempts, and rebounds for the Magic team, while having the 2nd most blocks and steals. The question will be, is the playoff load too heavy for this 21-year-old?
We're going to find out just minutes from right now. We'll be joining Ernie in the studio back here for the tip-off, and we'll do that right after this. McGrady. It is 5-0.
In transition, bad matchup that time for Milwaukee. It was either Pope that was going to play him, or Williams had a switch on the little pick and roll. McGrady knew he had him at his mercy, wound up pulling up for the jumper.
Now Miller on Robinson. Robinson throws up the air ball. Back come the Magic, leading 5-0. It's 0 for 6 from the floor for the Bucks to begin this ball game. Inside to Clark with a jam. 7-0 Orlando.
Tracy McGrady kept his head up. His eyes looked over the whole court. He saw the double team coming from the baseline, found his teammate underneath.
Armstrong with the drive. And Outlaw missed the jam, but the turnover comes back to Darrell Armstrong. McGrady, pass inside, Outlaw. Gets the foul, doesn't get it to fall.
That's the great thing about players like Armstrong and Outlaw. Outlaw misses a dunk. He could very easily hang his head. Instead, his teammate goes back and gets the basketball back for him, and then gets it right back into the same guy's hands, who wound up missing the dunk. And now, as a result of hard work, second effort, 2 free throws will come up.
Personal foul on Ray Allen, his first, and Outlaw steps to the line. That's not good news for Orlando. He's a 57% free throw shooter.
In our eyes, it's not a big concern. But in the public eye, yeah, it's a big concern. I'm saying that we probably have no chance of beating these guys. But it's a different season. It's a different season. I don't think the Bucks been out of the first round. I don't think they. I don't think that they're good. You know, I think if we can really slow down their big 3 and not let the other guys get off, then we'll give ourselves a great chance of winning. But we just have to believe that, and we just got to go out and do it. We just can't talk about it. We got to really go out and take care of our business.
I think what the youngster's trying to do is lead his team here, give them belief. He is correct. It's been 12 years since Milwaukee did get out of the first round. And McGrady trying to instill the confidence in his team that, look, the regular season's behind us. We can't do anything but learn from that. We start over again. We can steal one here, go back home, and have our crowd rooting just as hard for us.
17-13.
The last great season that Scott Williams had was back in the Chicago days. When that season ended, he signed as a free agent with Philadelphia. It seems like since that time, oh, what a great move that time by McGrady. Talk about finishing strong with his left hand.
And one, Tim Thomas with the foul. You saw there was nearly an altercation. Watch after this play.
McGrady knew that Thomas was going to go up after it. He's got Williams on his back, so he decided to take no chances. Let me get it inside the rim, then I'll go to the free throw line for the three-point opportunity.
That stopped an 8-0 Milwaukee run, and here is Tracy McGrady. Candidate for the most improved player. They call him T-Mac. Sometimes the big sleep. They say he takes a nap every time you turn around. 73% free throw shooter. He converts a three-point play. B. Brown defending Lindsey Hunter. Nice screen. Tim Thomas. On the drive, he falls. We're going to get a tipped ball. No, that's a foul. That'll be his second. Said he tripped him. He also kicked the ball.
Looked to be just a little bit of incidental contact as Thomas goes to put the ball. His feet actually get tied up. You can see the right foot of Thomas gets tied up with the right foot of McGrady. He goes down, foul is called, and now T-Mac will have to take a break.
So Mike Miller has 2 fouls, as does Tracy and Ray Allen will go to the bench. Lindsey Hunter tries the 3. Rebound Robinson. 27-28, a 1-point deficit for the Bucks. Troy Hudson continues at the point for Orlando.
Milwaukee really pounding Orlando on the offensive board. When that shot goes up, you've got to put a body and slow Milwaukee down. They're running over the top of them getting to the glass.
7 on the shot clock. B. Brown gets the 3. 31-27. Orlando. Cathy leaks out early, gets the two-handed throwdown as Garrity was late getting back on transition. D. Brown yet again a triple. 34-29. Robinson's going to drive into the paint. Nice dish off inside. Irvin Johnson from Glenn Robinson.
Would you classify this as not necessarily a defensive gem that we're watching?
It's not a kind of game you would be coaching, I know that.
But the people are happy. Everyone's happy because the basketball is going into hoop. We're putting a lot of points up on the scoreboard.
Michi tries the running hook. It rims out. 34-31 Orlando. Sam Cassell with a good ball fake, got D. Brown on his heels, and Cassell knocks it down. It's a 1-point Orlando lead.
Doc Rivers had to make the decision whether to slow the game down or stay with the same tempo. He's built this team with the young players and the offensive people that he has here. Troy Hudson goes to the basket for the layup. Kind of like Milwaukee plays. They're an offensive team first. Defensively, Doc will continue to build this team over the years. But George Karl mentioned to us, this is different. Steal for Orlando, and they'll try and get an easy one here.
Williams goes to Troy Hudson, who missed the layup, and back comes Glenn Robinson. A blown opportunity. That was blocked from behind by Monty Williams. It'll be Milwaukee ball.
I was mentioning the fact that George Karl said, this is new for me. Letting them go, playing offense all the time, and defense cupping secondary.
Magic lead it by 3, 7:36 to go in the first half. Back in the ball game, being defended by Glenn Robinson. McGrady pulls it up and knocks it down. Tracy has 9. Laid it in, and it's a 3-point. Bucks lead. The crowd on their feet.
Milwaukee with 47 field goal attempts, Magic 37 attempts.
McGrady was fouled by Cassell out on the floor. And that's 2 on Sam.
Tracy McGrady with that quick, long first step and the ability to turn the corner. Cassell knows he's beaten, so he commits the foul.
Armstrong on Ray Allen. Allen breaking him down. Outlaw got a piece of that. Allen came right back. Tipped Williams. They exploded at the Bradley Center. The Bucks in the half on a 14-6 run and lead it by 3, 49-46.
That's a second shot opportunity by Ray Allen, and then another one by Scott Williams, and then one more to get it up on the glass. As the red light goes on, the ball goes in. It's a good shot.
And Williams with 13 points and 11 boards is with Sherrill.
Scott, the team obviously struggled in the first quarter. The big three weren't shooting the ball well, but yourself and also Irving Johnson really did a good job, especially on the offensive boards.
Yeah, you really nailed it, Sherrill. We had a 5-day layoff, and I think that might have held our big three a little bit, but we expect them to come back in the second half.
Are you a little bit concerned defensively that Orlando is still shooting the ball at a decent clip?
They really are. Garrity hit some big threes out there. D. Brown came off the bench and hit some threes for him. We're going to have to get out on those shooters a little bit better and keep an eye on Tracy McGrady.
All right, good luck in the second half.
George Karl says that Ray Allen is a better overall ball player than Tracy McGrady.
Well, he's on drugs.
And
he's on drugs.
Wait, what, on the drug thing? Or with this?
Okay. That article right there. I like McGrady. He could do so many different things. I think he's a better rebounder, a better defender than Ray Allen, and I just don't see who. I just like McGrady.
I think that there's two different things that just because like someone says you're not Michael Jordan doesn't mean you're not a good player. And Ray Allen is a very good basketball player.
I agree.
But Tracy McGrady is on a different level. But
halftime report in just a second. Tracy McGrady, who some folks like better than Ray Allen. Pretty good first half.
T-Peso.
And look at that
right
lefty.
Get out of here. Don't come back.
Not you, George.
There's this guy on the bench there clapping for his team, Grant Hill. Yeah. All right. Well, the good news is that the second surgery here has gone very, very well, and it's healed up. It's closed. Okay, in the X-rays and the MRI they did, they show the thing is basically healed completely right now. So for next season, what you would have is talk about mismatches and getting somebody in the post. That's your point guard for next season. He'll be down there posting up all those smaller point guards with Miller and McGrady at the 2 and 3 spot. Now you've got to come and make some decisions whether you're going to double Grant Hill down there against the point guard.
Yeah, Doc told us if they were to have made the finals this year that Grant Hill is actually healed enough to play. Tracy McGrady just inside the three-point line. It's 60-52, and Tracy has 17.
Got back in the game. They cut it down to 4. All of a sudden a 2 on the run out and a 3, and now all of a sudden the lead is up to 9.
And Scotty Williams with a very hard foul on Tracy McGrady. He's up. He's all right.
This is playoff basketball. You go into the basket, you're going to try and dunk it on the big man. He's going to make sure that you do not get to the rim. Scott Williams with a lot of playoff experience, championship teams with the Chicago Bulls. Now his team's got to settle him down. He's been a great contributor tonight. He can't lose his head trying to prove a point that he's a physical player.
He just called for a flagrant foul. That's one of the reasons he got so upset. Milwaukee inside the goal. Outlaw. How about the block from Thomas?
Turnaround. What looks like a short 2 on a dunk is rejected, and it turns into a 3 at the other end of the floor.
And Milwaukee with their biggest lead, 75-65. They're on their feet, 16,000 at the Bradley Center. Armstrong comes back with a 3. Armstrong got away with a big push there. Period. Bucks led by 3 at the half. Robinson backing in on McGrady. McGrady blocked the hook. Oh, baby. She could only jump. We got an offensive foul. No, it's on Glenn Robinson. And that's his 4th.
Well, the screen is set by Armstrong. Robinson playing against the pick and roll just basically runs over the top of
Armstrong. I mean, you have such a much bigger, stronger guy that weighs so much more. I mean, Armstrong wanted to hold his ground.
Here's tonight's budget rent-a-car fast break.
Some of these numbers really jump out at you. We look at fast break points here. We look at offensive rebounds, a 20-8 advantage, second chance points, 19-7. Bob, when you work that hard, running the floor, getting on the glass, what happens is you come up with what we call effort points, and that's where Milwaukee has the advantage. Before it's all said and done, Caffey could be kind of like one of those X factors for Milwaukee throughout the playoffs, however long they are in this thing, because he's been playing better and better, and George Karl really likes what he gives him on the floor.
McGrady missed it, got his own rebound, kept it alive, and finally it's controlled by Ray Allen. Now that's playoff officiating. It was rough in there, no whistle. Irvin Johnson trailing, and he's fouled by Garrity. Let's see if this is flagrant.
And that's what the crowd wants, because they felt that he went after his head rather than the ball.
That's going to be.
Garrity tried to recover. He goes to the baseline, then tries to take the hard foul there, reaches for arms. There's no attempt at going after the basketball. Another good call by the official. Here we see Darrell Armstrong setting the screen.
Tim Thomas just picked up his 4th personal foul. Tracy McGrady kicks it. Garrity again! 4 out of 4 from beyond the arc. It's 83-80, and Garrity has 14 off the bench. 7 to go in the game. Tim Thomas hits the 3 from the corner. 86-80. We said these are two explosive teams with a lot of firepower. Milwaukee, Orlando, they are respectively 2nd and 6th in scoring in the NBA. You see why. 10 on the clock for McGrady. Into the paint. Tracy McGrady heating up here, carrying this team on his shoulders. He has 29. Already set his playoff high when he scored his 26th point. With authority, Jason Caffey. Muscle man.
A little bit of dribble penetration, draw defender. We see it right here. Ray Allen finds his big man, and just to emphasize it, let me throw it down my left hand.
We'll check that out. Cassell trying to get deep inside. He does, and hits the jumper. How did he do it? Sam Cassell with 13. 10 points. Milwaukee lead. Get a feeling that this is the last gasp here for Orlando. They need to come up with something, but Mike Miller goes to the baseline and loses the ball. Cassell starting to really feel it. He's been so active. And one! Irvin Johnson with the offensive board and the putback.
You knew that Sam Cassell was going to come down and shoot this one. He had just hit a baseline jumper over Garrity. He's coming down the middle of the floor with the ball, looking it over, flying from behind the top of the circle. There's Johnson. A little shuffle with his feet. It doesn't matter. Score and the foul.
Tipped out by Armstrong. Still a 10-point ball with 4:30 to go. Lob into Miller from McGrady. That's twice they've done that tonight.
Twice we've seen the two youngsters with McGrady leading the break and Miller finishing it off on the long pass over above the top of the ring.
At that 3 again. 3:56 to go in the game. McGrady to the hoop hard. It is now a 6-point Milwaukee lead, and Orlando just will not die. 31 points for McGrady. The high in the playoffs so far has been 33 from Tim Duncan of San Antonio.
And games, too. When you look at what his line is right now, the box score, he's been on the floor 41 minutes for the Magic. He has scored 31 points. It's not easy to get field goal attempts off in the NBA. He has 32 attempts off. He has 8 assists, creating shots for his teammates. He has 8 rebounds, 9 for 9 at the free throw line. That is a lot of effort. I didn't mention that he's been guarding Glenn Robinson and Thomas and Allen. One night for this young man. 2:20 to go in the game.
Team fouls, Orlando 4, Milwaukee has 3. McGrady comes back, he's got 33. That ties the playoff high in this early playoffs of 2001. It's an 8-0 run, and the Bucks, look at that, they are 0 for 5. It's a 4-point game, and now that breaks the drought. Glenn Robinson, who has 14. 6-point Bucks lead. McGrady gets it inside. Back out here to Mike Miller. Rebound to Scotty Williams. Scotty has 15 boards tonight. Minute 41 to go in the game. 10 on the shot clock. Inside to Robinson. Rims out of there, but Irving Johnson's back for the offensive board in the throwdown, and they have come unglued at the Bradley Center. Bucks by 8, Orlando. Timeout. Doc Rivers all the way out to have something to say to the officials.
Well, what's happening on the missed shot, Doc Rivers feels that inside down low, they're clearing out with their arms. Another second shot opportunity.
Second seed Bucks and the 7th seed Orlando Magic, and Milwaukee ends this game on a 9-0 run. 103-90 Milwaukee. Look at this place. It's been like this all year, particularly the last quarter of the season here inside the Bradley Center. 16 sellouts. And
seine ersten Punkte. 4-3 Führung für die Magic. Bin ich mir nicht im Plan darüber, was die Schiedsrichter hier entschieden haben. Ich habe im ersten Moment drauf getippt, sogar auf Offensivfoul gegen Ray Allen. Wir schauen uns das Ganze nochmals an. Also eigentlich müsste das Foul gegen Andrew de Klerk geben. Deswegen regt sich hier Ray Allen auch dementsprechend auf. Und deswegen hat er auch ein technisches Foul bekommen. Aber das gehört mit zum Playoff-Basketball in der NBA. Geschenke werden hier nicht verteilt. Punkte muss man sich verdienen. In Spiel Nummer 1 zwischen den Milwaukee Bucks und den Orlando Magic ging es sehr rau zur Sache. Und in Spiel 2 sehen wir in dieser Hinsicht schon jetzt eine Parallele. Das ist einer der entscheidenden Unterschiede zwischen den Partien der regulären NBA-Saison. Kerfi mit einer seiner leichtesten Übungen. 99:90, noch 1,40. Und jetzt sieht es nicht mehr ganz so gut aus für Tracy McGrady und die Orlando Magic. Aber den macht er erstmal, verkürzt auf 92:99. Foul gegen Milwaukee und ein Freiwurf für Tracy McGrady. Kommt dazu, hier haben wir die Szene nochmals. Das Foul gegen, ich tippe mal, er hat die Kontrolle übernommen in diesem Spiel. Sam Cassell, eher unauffällig in der ersten Halbzeit. Aber im zweiten Durchgang der Mann, der geschickt Regie führt. Sam Cassell. Gab es die letzte NBA-Meisterschaft für die Milwaukee Bucks. Mit Oscar Robinson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Noch sind die Bucks weit davon entfernt. Sie stehen gerade mal in Runde 1 der Playoff-Serie in der Saison 2000-2001. Aber sie gehen mit 2:0 nach Siegen gegen die Orlando Magic in Führung. Spiel 3 findet dann in Florida, in Orlando statt. Ebenso wie Partie Nummer 4. Falls die überhaupt noch notwendig sein sollte. Spiel Nummer 5. Die meisten Assists. Also, der Kontrast war deutlich. Orlando hatte den besten Einzelkünstler mit Tracy McGrady, aber Milwaukee hat die bessere Mannschaft und deswegen gewinnt George Karl und sein Team, die Milwaukee Bucks, gegen Doc Rivers und die Orlando Magic zum zweiten Mal in dieser Serie und gehen damit nach.
Let's have a look at tonight's Gatorade starting lineups.
On the left side, you will see the starting lineups for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's Glenn Robinson, Scotty Williams, Mark Pope, Sam Cassell at the point, and Ray Allen. Ray Allen came up very big in Game 2. Not only did he add the 27 points, but he added 10 rebounds. We've told you the story on Tracy McGrady. He had 33 points in Game 1 and 35 in Game 2. The question is, who will give him some help? And now let's go sideline to Cheryl Miller.
Thanks a lot, Bob. Well, Mike Miller, Orlando's rookie, understands that in order for them to beat the Bucks tonight, someone other than Tracy McGrady needs to step up and step up big. In Game 2, Miller was in foul trouble, was not able to do that. But he said tonight he will be absolutely aggressive. The shots will be put up early and often, and there is going to be no holding back, Bob.
Thank you, Cheryl. Well, Mike Miller, of course, just the rookie. He played at the University of Florida, one of the top 10 rookies in 6 different categories. But as you pointed out, this is his first playoff experience against a very experienced Bucks team.
Yes, and he's shooting just 35% from the floor, about 30% from the three-point line, averaging just 10 points. And Doc Rivers needs him to give him a little bit more tonight. Needs him to have actually a huge game tonight.
Bennett Salvador, Joe Forte, and Mark Wunderlich, a veteran officiating crew. As we're ready to get here, they had 1,000 extra tickets to sell before they had a sellout at the TD Waterhouse Center, but it looks as though they've done that. This place is jamming, and it is loud. The Bucks come away with the opening tip, and here is Sam Cassell. Armstrong starting out matched up on Cassell. Bad pass. Here comes Tracy McGrady. We've got a 4-on-3. Inside, Outlaw. Armstrong hits the 3 to open the game. The Bucks lead the series 2-0, but you wouldn't know it by the way Tracy McGrady has been talking. He has really clamped down on Glenn Robinson, and he makes it even worse when he said this in the press. Was Big Dog locked down or what? Big Dog, we should call him Puppy Dog. 8 on the shot clock. Breaks down Robinson, went in for the hard slam. Troy Hudson puts it back. Joliak finally gets it. The offensive rebounding paying off for the Magic. That time it's a 2-point Bucks lead. A quarter. Thomas on McGrady. Step back and the foul.
Well, Doc Rivers worked hard to get that foul call. He started back about 4 minutes ago working for it, and he just got rewarded that time. Finally on the jump shot. McGrady has been saying all along that they hit me on my arm as I go up. Well, that time the call is made, basket goes in, now he goes to the free throw line.
Doc's still talking to Bennett Salvador.
Well, he's working for the next time down the floor already.
You see the free throw situation. Big disparity in the series. Milwaukee shot 69, and thus far, coming into this game, the Magic only 39, and McGrady missed that one.
We need one more guy to score. And it has to be one of our shooters. They have to seek out shots and get open. I thought Mike Miller in the first game was a little overwhelmed by the situation. That was expected. Game 2, he gets in early foul trouble. I'm really looking for him. It's tough to count on Daryl, and that hurts our basketball team because of his health. And without Daryl, with T-Mac doing what he's doing, someone else has to step up for us to win the game.
Well, Mike Miller is 1 of 5 for only 2 points, but Darrell Armstrong does have 7 in the game tonight. Tracy McGrady has only 6 thus far.
Doc, first half, neither team really shot the ball particularly well. Just your thoughts about how the first half went.
Well, I thought we were lucky, you know, being down.
And Cheryl Miller is with Doc. We'll find out about the second half with the Magic.
Doc, first half, neither team really shot the ball particularly well. Just your thoughts about how the first half went.
Well, I thought we were lucky, you know, being down 6. We were in such a rush, Cheryl. You know, the good part of the energy was nice. And, you know, the guys, they're here. They want to win this game. They haven't thought about vacation, and that's key. But our pace is way too quick. We're taking quick shots, and I think that's hurting us.
Tracy McGrady, 11 points. A lot of perimeter shots in the first half. Would you like to see him take it to the basket a little more in the second?
Yeah, I would. As a matter of fact, the first thing I said in the locker room by everyone, we are a jump shooting team, but guys, we can drive the ball. That's okay. I think we'll do better, and I think you'll see a big Tracy in this second half.
All right, thanks a lot, Doc. Good luck in the second half. Let's go back to you, Bob. Mike?
And we're underway. 6-point Bucks advantage. Orlando begins with possession of the ball. Mark Pope starting off on McGrady as he did to begin this ball game. Mike Miller gets Ray Allen in the air, misses the jumper. Outlaw gets the rebound inside to DeClerc, who gets his own offensive board and puts it back home.
Orlando needs a couple of runs here, Bob. A couple stops, fast break, steal, block shot to get the crowd back involved. They're still trying to get back from the refreshment stand upstairs. They don't notice that this team is missing that extra excitement, help that they can give them.
Ray Allen is down. And they're going to call the foul on Mike Miller.
His third first team foul.
Well, I think looked like he got hit in the eye or the bridge of the nose, and the physicality statement has been made to begin the second half. Oh, wow. Got a little slap across the bridge.
That was supposed to be a deflection for the basketball. Instead, it's the bridge of the nose.
Ray Allen on the curl inside. He just had Mike Miller stuck to the floor. Miller open, steps in for the jumper. Miller looking very tentative. Tried to hit Glenn Robinson. McGrady steps into the passing lane with the ball, and Tracy goes inside and gives it to DeClerc for the jam. 2 jam baskets for DeClerc to begin this second half. And it's Bucks by 4.
That's what you want to do. Get Ray Allen mad to start off the second half. Hit him in the nose, potentially damaging his film career. So now he goes up against the first jumper.
And he's one of the guys who has a film career. McGrady blocks Robinson. He's blocked him several times in this young series. They're going to post McGrady. Kicks it to Armstrong. Back to Miller. The defense extending beautifully. Shot clock to 6. McGrady gets inside, and he's fouled. Scott Williams grabbed it.
He's not supposed to be able to get through there. Scott Williams made that rotation on the baseline to stop him somehow. McGrady moves to his right a little bit, steps through the opening, draws the contact, goes to the foul.
Yeah, McGrady was only 4 of 11 in the first half. 3 out of 4 from the line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, total 11 points. Pretty good line score for most, but not Tracy McGrady. Let's look at tonight's American Express leaderboard. The leading scorers in the playoffs coming into this game, Tracy McGrady. Allen Iverson had, 32 points today, so he's averaging 31, as is Reggie Miller, and Malone at 29-7. It is a 3-point Bucks lead, 10-11 to go, third quarter.
You didn't mention, Bob, that D. Brown came up with the rebound.
D. Brown,
thank you,
came up with the rebound. Here is McGrady's pull-up jumper goes down. It's 75-68 Orlando. McGrady with 18. Trying to defend Robinson. Running him on that play. 10 on the shot clock for Cassell. He's going to pull up with a jumper. Unbelievable. No conscience. That's a gunslinger at work. Cassell has 15. Darvin Ham playing McGrady. Now Robinson. And 1.
Think about what's happened now. Since the contact, hitting McGrady from behind, driving him into the teammate, McGrady got up off the ground, went to the official, and told him to watch for that. We've seen McGrady now play with a different fire, a different excitement, producing points all of a sudden here.
Different fireworks. McGrady has 20 in the game, 9 in this quarter. The foul is on Glenn Robinson, his 3rd. Orlando's biggest lead, 78-70. Minute 19 to go in the 3rd. Big play by Andrew DeClerc, 84-78 Magic. Trying to stay alive. Bucks up 2 games to none. Ray Allen defending McGrady. Shot clock to 10. To Armstrong. Shot clock to 5. Back to McGrady. Shot clock to 3. Tough shot from the baseline. And it rolls in. Do you believe that?
McGrady had to turn to his bench and smile. Even he got a chuckle on that one because he knew he was just getting it up there. There was 1 second left on the 24-second clock. When it's going good, sometimes it really goes well.
Cassell with the penetration, and he's fouled by McGrady on the drive. That's the third on Tracy.
Shot clock right now is at 2-1. He just launches it. Look at that bounce on the far side of the rim. Hits a couple times, rolls around. Grant Hill knew it was good all the way.
Just think of next year, Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady playing together. There's Tracy's numbers, 11 of 21 now, 5 of 7 from the line, 27 points. 10 on the shot clock for the Bucks. Robinson gets Tracy McGrady airborne, missed the jumper. McGrady comes away with the tip from
not D. Brown.
Oh, yeah. Brown. Triple. The Czar is on fire. And so is D. And the crowd up on their feet, an 11-point lead.
Well, Glenn Robinson has really been affected. He is so leery of McGrady, wherever McGrady's coming from, but even on the open shots.
McGrady grabbed at his face just a moment, and Tim Thomas stepped back. McGrady then took it inside, and then he really got hit. That's Glenn Robinson's fourth person at the line, 27 points.
McGrady goes by Thomas. Robinson's the next man right there, the slap in the face. He backs up. Thomas goes for the steal, and then Robinson wants to make sure.
31. He had 33 points in game 1, 35 in game 2. He's broken 30 again here tonight. Thomas misses. Robinson couldn't get it. It was tipped by McGrady, who came down on his ankle. Let's see if he's all right. McGrady is struggling up the floor. Inside to Outlaw, carrying his 5 fouls. He goes to the reverse and lays it in. 101-87 Orlando. Are these the same two teams that we saw in Milwaukee?
Nice to come back home, isn't it?
Ray Allen is fouled and count the basket. D. Brown got him.
Well, Ray Allen worked hard for that. D. Brown did a good job initially taking away Ray Allen's shot. Instead, he came back to the middle of the floor. And then here we see the great elevation up over the top. Brown trying to challenge it. A little too much effort in the contact.
McGrady with 35. Takes it inside, dishes to Outlaw, who's trapped on the baseline. Back to McGrady, to Darrell Armstrong. With 8 on the clock, Armstrong misses. And Robinson with a rebound, Magic by only 3. A minute to go in the game.
George Paul said, go push it. He wants to see what he can get in transition.
Cassell thought about the 3. Back to Allen, cutting to the hoop. Robinson, it's a 1-point game. Robinson got inside Tracy McGrady. 49.4 to go. Timeout, Orlando.
That was an excellent cut by Robinson that time. A great pass to find him underneath, and then a little ball fake got McGrady to go by him, and then an easy dunk for Glenn Robinson.
How important was the Milwaukee timeout?
Go back a second ago. Watch on the high pick and roll after the screen. Darvin Ham goes down the middle. Credit Ray Allen for being unselfish, finding his open teammate. And if we look on the offside of the floor, there's the cut by Robinson into the lane area. He loses McGrady, who turns his head. Little pump fake, easy score. And Milwaukee knew the play they wanted to run. They are not giving Orlando a chance to make a defensive adjustment in a timeout.
Robinson against McGrady, who's clamped him down this whole series. Not this time! And the Bucks have taken the lead, 108-107. 15 seconds remaining.
You talk about a huge shot that time. They came down and gave the ball to the guy that has had problems getting a shot off this entire series. 4 for 11 before that shot. Glenn Robinson hits the big jumper to put them up by 1. This was designed. They talked about this in the timeout, or Sam Cassell got it into him on the post-up because he was directing traffic out in front. Glenn Robinson with the fade and the size over the top of the outstretched arm of Tracy McGrady.
Well, 14 seems to be Robinson's number. He had 14 in game 1, 14 in game 2, and now 14 here. And remember what McGrady said in the off day. He said the big dog has become
a puppy dog.
Those are we lost 13 times in a row comments. Those are we getting ready to get swept comments. Those are we getting ready to go home for the summer comments. So, I mean, those are sore loser comments. So, but one thing you have to watch about comments is that people do read the paper and people do remember what you say. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully we'll have a nice vacation present for them after the end of the game.
7 of Robinson's points have come here in the fourth period. They have triggered an 11-2 run by the Bucks in the last 2 minutes, 10 seconds. And now 15 seconds remains in the Orlando season unless they are able to come from the 1-point deficit.
Decision now, if the ball goes back into the hands of Tracy McGrady, are you going to try and play him straight up? How much help can you give? Because if he gives it to an open teammate on a double team, you got the game on the line.
See the time remaining in the lower right. McGrady goes inside, gets a basket, and one. Darvin Ham fouled him. Magic by a point with a free throw to come.
Orlando opened the floor up. They went to a 1-4, spread it wide. They let McGrady take it one-on-one against Darvin Ham. The rest of the Bucks, relatively speaking, stayed at home. They did not want to come and double and force him to give it up to anybody. He made him pay with the layup, and now a free throw attempt that could put him up by 2. The Magic bench loves it. Milwaukee will come right back with a timeout after this.
Very big free throw here for Tracy McGrady, who's 13 of 15 from the line tonight. He's got it. It's a 2-point Magic lead. 38 points for McGrady. 17 in the fourth quarter with 8.9 seconds remaining in the game.
Spread the floor. Put your shooters on the perimeter. Let the best guy with the basketball breaking people down. Have it in the middle. See if anybody comes to help. It's a scary feeling for Darvin Ham to be able to have to be able to play Tracy McGrady one-on-one when he's coming at you full speed with the game on the line.
Tim Thomas will inbound. Bucks out of timeouts. Orlando has a 20-second remaining. 8.9 seconds in the game. It's a 2-point Magic lead, and Lindsey Hunter has come on the floor for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Not quite the same pressure as it used to be as far as getting it inbounds because you can go into the backcourt now.
Ray Allen driving past Armstrong. The jam over McGrady. It's tied at 110. Timeout. It's a 20. That's the last timeout that Orlando has, and they have 3.1 seconds, so we are headed for overtime.
Ray Allen saw Tracy McGrady as he went to the basket. Give Ray Allen a lot of credit. His eyes are up. He knows that McGrady's going for the block. He is not going to put that ball up on the backboard or up in the air. He's going to finish it by putting the ball in his hand in the basket for the finish. Talk about trying to tie it up for your team. What a play by Ray Allen.
Big stars making big plays. McGrady answered by Allen, who has 25 points in the game. McGrady has 38.
Now, even though it's only a 20, this year the Magic have a choice of moving the ball to half court. They can advance it to half court on the 20 here at the end of the game.
And that's exactly what they're going to do with 3.5 seconds remaining.
That is a long time, 3.5 seconds. They may throw him out of bounds right into McGrady in the post area.
Robinson on Garrity. Mike Miller is in the ball game. D. Brown will inbound.
Now they're playing front and behind McGrady, so they can't throw it directly in.
Mike Miller going to take a long one and misses everything. And we have overtime at the TD Waterhouse Center in Orlando. The Magic led by 13 in the fourth quarter, and the Bucks came back and punctuated the comeback with the Ray Allen throwdown. McGrady gets down the middle of the lane. Tracy has 40 points. Magic by 3. This crowd getting all their money's worth. Tim Thomas misses the 3. Rebound.
McGrady. Minute 18 to go. Magic hoping to extend their playoff season. They are down 0-2. McGrady taking it back inside again. He gets the finger roll. He has 42. What more can he do? Timeout, Milwaukee. I haven't seen a better performance in a long time. Certainly there has not been a better performance in this playoff series in terms of points scored.
Doc Rivers is asking why the shot clock has 23 seconds remaining on it when the ball was dribbled up over half court and then the timeout was called, so they will probably take another 2 or 3 seconds off the 24-second clock.
As they just did.
Using the point guard to set the screen on Tim Thomas, we see McGrady come down the lane, change hands, use the left to finish. This time, closer to the low post area. Thomas is alone. The help doesn't get there in time. Irvin Johnson came over to try and block it. Instead, McGrady brought it back to the left hand, rolled it back up again.
McGrady just tied the Magic franchise record for most points in a playoff at 42. It had been held by Penny Hardaway in a game versus Miami. So he tied the franchise record for most points. Entertaining evening in downtown Orlando. The game became a sellout late this afternoon. There were 3,000 tickets remaining yesterday, 1,000 this morning, and the place is packed now. There'll probably be about another 10 to 15,000 people say they saw this game.
And I'm sure George Karl is saying something very similar that we heard the show report before about get a good shot. You don't have to force a three. We'll take the two if that's what's there. If there's an open three, then nail it. Because either way, they've got to come up with 5 points to tie this basketball game up. 2-3 or 3-2.
1 minute remaining in overtime. Robinson and Tracy McGrady still jawing at each other. Troy Hudson on Ray Allen. Allen gets it inside, goes to the double clutch and gets it off the glass. What a play by Ray Allen. What a score.
The follow-up.
Magic by 3 points.
They've got a foul.
That's what George Karl was saying. And finally, Robinson comes out and fouls D. Brown with 15.7 seconds remaining. Robinson's 5th foul.
On his way to 42, we see an assortment of shots. First the hook shot, then the jump shot off the dribble. Now we see the layup down the lane. And then the last one is sweet when he switches hands going to the basket to avoid the shot blocker. Tracy McGrady, 42 points for the Orlando Magic.
And look at that, whispering right in the ear of Robinson. Saying, I really respect you. I really respect you. I like your game, and I really respect you. Trouble getting it in. They have to come all the way back to McGrady, and that was close. Robinson fouls him as only 7/10 of a second came off the clock, and with that, the Bucks go over the limit, and McGrady will go to the line.
That's why the new rule this year of allowing people to get the ball in the backcourt takes a lot of the pressure off the teams that are trying to get that ball in bounds, because when you only had that half court to work with, it was tough getting it in at the end.
And with that foul, Glenn Robinson fouls out with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He was only 5 of 13 today. And he did not defend Tracy McGrady all night, just some of the time, but McGrady has 42.
Yeah, but McGrady's only played 50 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I was a little concerned they set him out 3 minutes in the first half.
You were upset. We talked about that at halftime. You were concerned.
I paid my nickel to come see Tracy. McGrady, 14 of 16 from the free throw line. He hit his last 10 free throws. But not this one. Still a 3-point lead, 15 seconds to go. This free throw becomes very large.
Both teams had star players step up, make big shots when they had to make them. It's a great night.
This will be Doc Rivers' first ever playoff victory as a head coach. Last year, he was coach of the year. Tracy McGrady's going to sit down. 42 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds for Tracy McGrady. We said at the top of the broadcast, he's got to carry this team. He needs some help, and that's the man who gave him the most. 18 points and 10 rebounds from Darrell Armstrong. And the Magic stay alive. They'll play it again on Tuesday night here in Orlando. 121 to 116. Heck of a ball game.
Your attention, please. Please check the jumbo.
Glenn Robinson fouled out with only 14 points, 2 assists and 5 rebounds. Sam Cassell came up big with 21. Ray Allen had 27. And let's go to Cheryl Miller.
Tracy, after game 2 in the locker room, you said that coming out of the game in game 2, it might have hurt your performance. I asked you yesterday, were you prepared to play 48 minutes to get a win? You played 50, you got your win.
I told you, it was either do or die. I had to come out and give it all I got. They played a great game, but I think we played better. You know, I had guys that step up in this game, and we're going to need that throughout this series.
Talk about the contributions, because everyone was talking about that Tracy McGrady could not carry this team alone. D. Brown, Pat Garrity, Darrell Armstrong had some huge games.
Well, it's my job to get those guys involved. I'm the key guy for this team, and they was keying on me a lot. And every time I drive, I had the whole defense packing in on me, and they just spotting up outside the 3, and good thing they was knocking down shots for me.
Doc said at halftime that he thought that you were settling a little too much in the first half for the jumper. Second half, you were much more aggressive, attacking the basket and also getting post-up opportunities.
I was belling them out with a lot of jumpers. He told me that. That's when I had to get aggressive, go to the hole, get to the free throw line, just make things happen in the open outside for me.
Now, obviously, if there wasn't enough animosity between you and Glenn Robinson, it was non-stop jarring between you two, especially in the second half when things heated up.
I'm not going down without a fight. I told him that. I got a lot of heart, got a lot of confidence in myself. I'm not going down with a fight.
Not only do you take away a win, what else do you take away from this game that was going to help you for game 4?
Well, we had patience. We controlled the tempo of the game. We led the whole way. Guys got to come up and step up again like they did in this game. If we do that and continue to play great defense, I think we'll be all right.
Hey, Tracy, congratulations on your first playoff win.
Thanks.
Let's go back to you, Bob and Mike.
All right, thanks, Cheryl. Once again, 42 points and 10 assists for Tracy McGrady.
To się zdarza Charlesowi Bartlow, co dziwi Ray Allena, super wykonawcę rzutów wolnych.
No tak.
A mają jeszcze sporo czasu na spokojniejsze ataki gracze z Orlando. Znowu jakiś mismatch tutaj w grze Milwaukee. Świetne dogranie do Outlawa i ten zdobył punkt. No teraz znowu zabrakło rotacji defensywnej Milwaukee Bucks.
No tak, Ray Allen z powrotem na boisko, bo w ostatnich 2 akcjach i Erwin Johnson na Outlawa.
Jak bardzo jest gra Orlando Magic przeniesiona na obwód, ledwie 3 rzuty Charlesa Outlaw.
3 rzuty wolne, też niestety niecelne, wszystkie 3.
Tak, a ich skuteczność 0%, to prawie 60% niższa niż w całym sezonie Outlawa. Błyskawiczne wyjście do rzutu, chyba niepotrzebnie. Glenn Robinson także nierozsądnie, tutaj chodzi o to, aby mijały sekundy.
Nie zostawili jednak Tima Thomasa gracze gospodarzy i ponownie przed szansą zdobycia punktów Milwaukee.
Świetnie w obronie. Wdał się tam w kozłowanie niepotrzebnie Glenn Robinson. Nieporozumienie, mieli teraz przewagę 3-1, to rzadka sytuacja, żeby nie zdobyć punktów.
Bo Outlaw przestraszył się jakby rzutu spod samego kosza.
No, miał dużo szczęścia teraz George Karl.
To prezent dla Milwaukee. Tracy McGrady ściągnął Tima Thomasa zupełnie niepotrzebnie już. Oddawał Outlaw.
Chyba faul obustronny między Rayem Allenem a Darrellem Armstrongiem.
A próbuje wykorzystać przewagę fizyczną Ray Allen tam na swojej pozycji. Tak było i w poprzednich spotkaniach. Ray Allen 195, 10 cm więcej niż Darrell Armstrong.
W wcześniejszej akcji Darrell Armstronga i zbiórka.
No tak, przypomnijmy, jeszcze niedawno Tracy McGrady był tylko zmiennikiem w Toronto Raptors, nie chciał tam zostać, a w tej chwili jako absolutna gwiazda. No bardzo by się przydał teraz Grant Hill, który właśnie potrafił jako ten rozgrywający skrzydłowy wprowadzić odpowiednie tempo akcji. Znowu Robinson, troszkę niepotrzebnie, ale trafił. Jakby na przełamanie własnych słabości. Nawet George Karl chciał go oddawać do kilku innych klubów. Ervin Johnson żegna się już z Dociem Riversem i tak kończy się to spotkanie, a więc wreszcie awansował do drugiej rundy playoff z Milwaukee Bucks George Karl. 3-1 w rywalizacji między Milwaukee Bucks i Orlando Magic.
Ciekawa będzie ta konfrontacja między Milwaukee i Charlotte.
W lepszej pozycji teoretycznie Milwaukee Bucks, bo przecież atut większej liczby